The ancient Mexican tradition that is secretly healing women, La Muñeca Lele, the Lele doll. Before we dive in, if this kind of real, honest conversation about healing, culture, and ancestral wisdom is what you are looking for, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel. And if something I shared today opens something up for you, hit that like button. It helps more women just like you find their way here. Okay, let's get into it. I was sitting at my computer looking at my bank account, trying to evaluate my life. I felt despair. Everything I had ever worked for in my life, it just wasn't going well. I wanted to do something. I wanted to scream. I felt my wheels were spinning. What was going to save me? How could I save myself? And I went onto Amazon on a whim and I said, I'm going to do something with the last $15 in my bank account. I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do, and that is to buy a doll. I could only buy a small one because I only had $15. But she's beautiful. She came the next day. Thank you, Prime. And it was one of the first steps I took toward trying to understand that the money I make, the life that I live, the actions that I take are all for my own happiness. Only I can give myself happiness and joy. Only I can do that for myself. That doll is called a Lele doll, Muñeca Lele, and today I'm going to tell you everything about her, where she comes from, what she means, and why buying her with my last $15 was one of the most healing things I had ever done. I am Yolanda with Frog's Little Tail, and we are Healed Hearts in Action. Stay with me. The Lele doll comes from the Otomi people of Querétaro, Mexico, specifically from a magical town called Amealco de Bonfil. In the Otomi language, Lele means baby. She is that cloth doll with long braids, the crown of colorful ribbons, and the traditional dress that represents the clothing of the indigenous women who make her. And like the milagros we talked about in our last video, the Lele doll is another beautiful act of syncretism, a fusion of pre-Hispanic traditions with Spanish customs. When the conquistadors arrived with their European porcelain dolls, the Otomi people recognized something familiar, their own tradition of sacred objects. And the Lele doll was born. From that meeting of two worlds, in the beginning, she was made of clay, filled with corn and palm hair, and she was created to protect deceased children from evil spirits on their return to eternity. She has always been a guardian. She has always been a protector. Nearly 10,000 artisans from the communities of Amealco organized themselves into a cooperative, and their work began to travel the world. She has been declared cultural heritage of the state of Querétaro. She has toured London, Sydney, Shanghai, and in May 2023, a giant 13-foot Lele doll came right here to Chicago. She was displayed at Daly Plaza during Mexico Week, handcrafted by women of the Amealco de Bonfil. She even has her own museum, the Museo de la Muñeca Artesanal in Amealco. The link is in the description below. And the daughter of muralist Diego Rivera helped launch the Lele doll commercially, starting a program for the women of Amealco to sell them to tourists. The women of Mexico have always found a way. We are right in the middle of this, and I want to pause for just a moment. If what you are hearing today is resonating, if you are feeling that pull towards something deeper, something that connects your healing to your roots, I have several ways I can support you on that journey. I have a free 30-day journaling guide to begin your inner work. I have a workshop called Ask Better Questions, Create a Better Life. And I offer private hypnosis sessions, a powerful modern way to set intentions at the deepest level of your mind. All of it is waiting for you in the description below. Go take a look and find the one that is calling you right now. Click and let's discuss. Now let's keep going. My Lele dolls. When she arrived the next day, I made the perfect spot for her on my desk where I could see her every single time I was sitting there. She was there to encourage me. She was there to let me know that I loved myself and that whatever decisions I made were going to be made out of love for myself. I was still a long way from the healing that I experienced. I'm still a long way from understanding how life works. But she's a part of me. She is me. She's my inner child, I believe. She is somebody I want to treat well. Because I want to treat myself well. And now I have 4. My daughter-in-law bought me the other 3. One of them is a Lele doll in the style of Frida Kahlo. You see her eyebrows? My Frida doll. And then the one that represents my granddaughter, the original one that I bought. And the other 2 are boys. And they represent my 2 grandsons. I call them my dos rancheritos, my 2 little boys from the ranch. 4 dolls, 4 pieces of my heart sitting on my altar, reminding me every single day that I am worthy of beautiful things. Your inner child is waiting. The things you want are not silly. When you want something inside, there is a reason for it. It is a whisper from your soul. There is a reason you want it. It represents something that heals you from the inside out. When you want something like that, something that has no inherent value to anybody else, just a sentimental value to you, it is a whisper from your soul that you should heal it, that you should indulge yourself, that you should show yourself love. That is your inner child speaking, and she has been waiting a long time for you to listen. The Lele doll means baby. She was created to protect children. She was made by mothers, for daughters, for generations. When I bought her with my last $15, I was mothering myself. I was finally giving my inner child the love, the beauty, the comfort she had always wanted, but never felt worthy of receiving. I am still learning the laws of money, but I believe you need to use money to treat yourself well, especially when there is not much left, especially when you are in a tight situation. Treat yourself well from the beginning, from the first penny to the last penny you spend from your check. Pay your bills, do your responsibilities, but do not forget that some of what you earn should go to things that nurture your soul. That grows you. That gives you spiritual growth. That grows your finances. That invests in yourself. A Lele doll costs $15. Well, the small one does. She changed my life. If you are ready to do the deeper inner work, the work that heals the part of you that does not feel worthy, all of the ways I can support you are in the description below. In my next video, I am going deeper into the ancestral tools that all our culture has been quietly offering us all along, and I think it is going to open something up for you. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the like button so you do not miss a single episode. Dicho y hecho, said and done. Write your own story.